What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another Chill Fellas podcast.
I need to get my points. I got a few hits.
You need to get the high score. But here we are, buddy. Another PlayStation showcase. Just going to state it right off the bat. That's what we're talking about. We've got a lot to talk about, so got to jump pretty much straight into it. But
yeah, some people are claiming it's the best showcase in like a while.
Definitely in a while. Yeah. Well, spoiler alert. Yes. But anyway, let's jump into it.
No weekly catch up? Oh, yeah, so, I thought you were going to be like, right, anyways, so the showcase.
Yeah, no. Don't worry, don't forget. What have you been up to this week?
Yeah, so this week, setting up my brand new PC. So that's bloody. I'm going to readjust the camera and lose my angle, but that's all like 90% set up, so that's really cool. That's a process when you have as much as I do digitally with all the crap. Saw He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which I'll do a mini review for in a sec. And I've been watching a new old show. You'll be very surprised. I kind of want to give you like a hint.
Yeah, see if I can guess it.
Yeah, but like if I say anything, it's gonna be a very like that. Well, the holy
Smallville
person.
Oh, Batman. Why are you watching that one? The 60s Batman, what are you doing?
Hold on. Wait, what the hell? My capture was not fucking full screen. The regular capture was like fucking minimized. Is it alright if you restart real quick?
No, let's just put a little thing there. Just be like, sorry, I'm fucking 480p.
Yeah, that'll be right.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind having
stuff
like that's funny to me. Isaac what's his name? No, Italian Batch, but did that. He forgot to record properly, and the editor just zoomed in. He was like 3 pixels.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no. But yeah, Batman 66.
Why?
Started watching that show. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. I played the Lego Batman game and finished that, and I was like, because that's like very like sort of the childish humor in that, and just to branch from that, I'm like, I've seen all the shows, all the movies and everything. I'm like, Gotham, I'm like, I'm not in the mood for that, but I'm like, the 66 Batman show, I'm like, I don't know. I think there was like maybe another reason or two, but I was just like, give a couple episodes a watch and see how it goes. And I'm just like, because I always knew that show was like, listen, it's silly campy, like it's intentional what it's doing, but I always looked at it from a distance. I did watch the movie a bunch growing up. That was my only exposure. And then I've watched like literally like nearly 20 episodes now. And I'm just like, they're all like 2-parters. It's like, because I didn't know much about the whole show. But yeah, it was like they did 2 episodes a week. So and I watched like a 30-minute documentary thing. It was done years later, and but that was so that obviously television was different back then and all that. Like at the end of the episode, they have a narrator. And it's like, "What are you, Batman in peril? Will they survive?" Tomorrow on the same Bat channel, same Bat time, and stuff like that. Yeah. So the kids talked about it in school for a day, but and then at the beginning of every second parter, it was like a 2-minute recap at the start, being like, last time, a crook in disguise, Batman surprised, and like just like fucking, I'm just like, jeez, and watching it, I'm just like, I love this. What the hell? I didn't realize how funny it was and how nuanced it is. Like again, obviously I knew it was like all these things, but I thought it was like all this stuff in kind of like a bad, fun way, like a junk food kind of way. And you can definitely view it as that. But I'm just like, this is like the perfect mixture of like, there's actual like good adult dialogue in here, like sprinkled in, but because of the delivery, it sort of, you wouldn't really think much of it. And it has like such stuff that will like entertain a child, so it has like a good mixture of both of like, from back in the day. And just because I love Batman so much, and because also, to be honest, kind of like the opposite of the Dark Knight thing. How you just, how you just like, I'm so sick of this bloody Batman. I'm bloody overrated. This and that. I'm like, it's nice to have like, and you even know me. I'm like I love Ben Affleck as Batman and all that, but I'm like, I don't love a Batman that's only brooding. I'm like, so boring. Robert Pattinson, there's more to explore, so I don't think he's like fully just that. But because I love Batman from Batman the Animated Series, like the first part of it, where that was before he was like fully serious. When they did the redesign, that's when he was like no joy at all and all that. And I'm just like, So I love how there's like the compassion, like there's the he has more dynamics with himself or something. And in this show, I'm like, he's like extremely different, obviously, but I'm like, he's a great Batman. And I'm just fucking with everything. I won't go too long because I know I'm bloody blabbing about it. But I'm really enjoying it. The villain's obviously very common. It's just very refreshing compared to where Batman is nowadays. Like this like really stands out a lot, but it's actually not shit. But that kind of like it's the kind of thing where it's like the show is kind of flawless in the sense of like they made exactly what they want to make. It just depends if it's your style or not. Like they couldn't have really done anything different. At least where I'm up to. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was an episode with a villain called Falseface. He was pretty cool. That was a cool episode. Kind of Clayface, basically. Like you kept going in disguises. Because I don't know when Clayface was made, but it's pretty much Clayface. And I didn't know how long the show was, but it's only 3 seasons. But season 1 is like 20 episodes. Season 3, 20 episodes. Season 2, at least 60. I'm like, this is one of those ones. Right. But yeah, we can talk about it a little bit more later or something. But yeah, really enjoying that. Loving that.
Sweet.
It's also just obviously a time capsule, and I grew up on those shows. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, so He-Man, Computer, and Batman, sort of on the entertainment side of things. How about yourself?
Working. Anyways, it has been a bit busy at work because it's been leading up. So exciting news! I got bloody 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
2 weeks work and relax.
What ends up happening in those 2 weeks? Very
we'll
discernible.
But no, bloody potentially some fucking crazy shit on the horizon, depending on how the next couple of days go. But main thing I've been doing in my spare time is reading House of Leaves still, which is this one. I've talked about it the last couple of episodes. So I'm that far through, but it's a bit misleading because there's like, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but basically, I think I've told you, like, the best way to imagine this is that the book itself is also a puzzle as well as like, the story.
Riddler book.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's this one section, basically it's formatted like an essay, and it's like story within a story within a story. It's like 3 narrators. But down the bottom, you'll see there's like little footnotes and stuff. And they just give, they add to the essay format and give extra context and stuff. There was one, after a pretty long passage, was like, if you want to understand this fully, feel free to check out Appendix 2/B Section 4. If not, you can keep reading. And obviously I was like, well, I want to do it, I want to experience the book to its fullest. So I went on that little detour. This is right before the end of like a really huge chapter. The chapter itself was like 30 pages. And I was like, finally, right at the end, second last page, it's like, yeah, we'll read this appendix if you're interested. It's like, yeah, alright, might as well get the full experience. 63 pages. What? Like, fucking a detour. I'm like, really fucking nearly 100 pages just to fully experience. Yeah, but I will say it was very good. It basically, the one of the narrators, arguably the main one, I guess you could call him, he's like very interesting and clearly very damaged, and it goes into his backstory, but it tells it entirely through letters that he received from his mum in a mental institute, and the story unravels all through the letters, and you see her kind of spiral and stuff, and it is very sad and really interesting. There's a whole letter that goes for like 2.5 pages where it doesn't make sense unless you take the first letter from each word and spell it out, and it types like an actual message, but it's like just like nonsense words jumbled together and stuff. There's ones where like the words are written over and over each other, so you have to like really bloody squint your eyes to see it. And yeah, it's interesting and it's very sad. No, it's definitely not a relaxing book. Like to the point where like it's addicting, but I genuinely, if it gets past a certain time, I'm like, I can't. Like this is one I have to read during the day, because if I read it at night time, I'm gonna bloody knock myself out.
Yeah, okay.
But no, really loving it so
Sounds
far. Yeah, no, definitely.
Which I already thought it would be.
Very controversial statement, I guess. Not necessarily, bloody. It's not like I'm bloody books of my personality or anything, but if it continues the way it's going, and has a solid ending, very big contender for my favorite book of all time so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's I'm bloody addicted. I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay.
So you know, I'm really loving that. But that's the main thing I've been doing. Any big events? It was my wife's birthday. Went to the bloody Japanese all you can eat again. Okami in Ballarat, or Melbourne. There's a bunch of Melbourne. So if anyone listening to this knows of Okami, definitely go. It's bloody banging. That's about it. We saw. I was about to say, did we talk about Backrooms? Literally, the entire last episode was Backrooms. Lovely. Yeah, I haven't even seen a movie since then. I nearly saw a Scary Movie yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen all the reviews for that now, and I'm just like, this is exactly what you'd expect.
Yeah, I see people criticizing it. They're like, oh, it's just bloody slapstick humor. It's just making fun of other movies. It's like, did you watch any of the other ones? Like,
yeah, the main thing I also saw was it was just like, there was not much of a connective thread of a story throughout the whole thing. It was just kind of like a compilation of SNL skits.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay.
Because the first movie, like, it does have a bit of a continuous screen.
I mean,
plot.
it's continuous enough. Yeah. It's like, obviously, inherently parody movies are just joke after joke after joke. But, yeah, there was connected enough. So, we'll see. I do definitely want to watch it. So, maybe next episode I'll talk about that. Who knows?
From a distance, seems better than all of the sequels from the first movie.
Yeah, well, I want to watch 2 and 3 at least, because I remember liking those, but 4 and 5 I've never seen. I don't plan to. Okay, well.
Yeah, 5 especially, apparently.
Yeah, no, maybe out of curiosity one day, but it's not on my agenda. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I had my family outing Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Lither house.
A reunion.
A little bit, no.
Oh, no.
But yeah, yeah, sweet. Well, I suppose that's all for our weekly catch-up thing. All right, so here's my little 2-minute review for Masters of the Universe. Saw it last night. I loved the movie, to be quite honest. I have zero attachment to He-Man, the source material. If you think about translating that to a modern day thing, you think they could go wrong in so many ways. But I think they pay like such homage to the original while like reinventing it in a new way that it's like really charming with great visual effects. The music and visual effects is really what brings it all together. Because if either of those were like lacking, because they enhance each other, this could easily like fall to be like very, just not good. But I thought it was both handled well. The acting was very well done. To be honest, there were some decent performances in there and whatnot. And I think everyone was very well cast. But to be honest, Skeletor, if you didn't tell me that was Jared Leto, I would not have known. He's completely lost in the role, and that's probably his best performance. Skeletor was great. There were a couple bits of humor throughout that, didn't fully land, and a bunch of it was, obviously a little bit silly, and sort of, you had to excuse some things just for, what it was, But for a Masters of the Universe thing, I'm like, I thought it was great. So I would give it an 8 out of 10. And plus as well, it was really cool to see a couple of little Easter eggs in the comic shop at the start. Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. And I was watching it, and I was like, bloody Leo reaction when I saw, it was like a shot that was like lingering, like when he was looking at the statue holding the sword. And like on the left, it was like 10 posters, and like half the Ocarina of Time one was there. I was like, oh, what? And then it cut to another shot where it was like the person at the cashier, and I saw like it was like a Toon Link little cardboard stand thing, artwork thing. Oh, that was cool. So that bumps up 10 points. Yeah. So I think it's a really fun movie. My favorite scene, to be honest, a whole bunch of great ones. But the first time where he says, "I have the power," dude, the sound design, yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. Like the more I think, the more I can talk about with it. But the first time that happens, that was great.
I saw that motherfucker with his freaking spring neck, and so easy 0 out of 10 for me.
Spring neck, what?
The spring neck.
The robot mecha neck.
Yeah, the mecha neck. Bro's got that fucking mecha throat.
Yeah, I suppose I'll blab on a little bit more about it just to get out of my system. But so spoilers, but yeah, the She-Ra stuff. I'm like, I know even less about She-Ra, so I'm like, apparently it's your sister or something. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And basically at the end, the villain that's serving under Skeletor picks up your skull, and like, so I'm sure they'll return. And then the She-Ra stuff. So I'm like,
Alison Brie, fucking body.
I don't know who that is. But
This actress.
Okay.
In bloody Community.
Those yeah, I think I know. Is that her?
No.
Unless I'm thinking of someone else. But yeah, so definitely saying I'm a sequel, which I really hope. I'm hearing really good reviews for the most part. Curious to see what the box office is, though. I really hope it does well. I know it's not going to do like brilliant, but I'm like, I really hope they do get enough. Because this is going to be if this is another instance of Bumblebee where it's like an extremely accurate, great visualized and audio and music, bloody 80s cartoon property like this, but it gets shit box office, so we're not doing anything else. I'm like, yeah, fucking break. because Bumblebee, I'm like, you know, the opening sequence, like just how fucking accurate that was. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure that's the same director, and I'm just like, that's another 80s cartoon property where I'm like, because I watched a bit of the original show, and I'm just like, no offense, this is not it. This is like very like 80s, like very much on the.
It's 80s in a bad way. Yeah.
Yeah, like it has the feel, but I'm like, I just couldn't watch it. Definitely looks better than He-Man, but it's still like just in that realm, and I'm just like,
wait, what?
Great, huh? The cartoon, the original,
looks better than He-Man. Aren't we talking about the He-Man cartoon?
No, like the original Transformers cartoon looks better than the original He-Man.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or Bumblebee. Yeah. So I'm just like, he's great at doing that, and I'm like, I'd really like him to see him do a sequel. But yeah, the sequence, the first time he gets the power, I'm like, the bloody build up, Jesus Christ, because that was one where there was like 20 shots, like showing the bloody lightning, like that was like, it was big, and the sound design, and like you see it in the trailers and all that, like the bloody impact and all that, and I'm just like, in the cinema, jeez Louise. Yeah, I thought that it casted really well. Skeletor was great. He was like really well done.
So it's interesting. I will interject. You say that. The most consistent thing I've heard is that Jared Leto like actively kills the movie, and everyone hates the movie because of him.
I've only seen one review like that, and like probably 2 or 3 other reviews where they're just like, Jared Leto bloody rocks in this movie, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like take it from me, like I'm not huge on him and all that. I'm like, this is his best role. He like really, but again, that's like because his voice is so different that I'm like you really have to like try and hear him in it. And obviously you don't see his face at all and all that, and his design is like fantastic. And I'll get into it. Oh yeah, also there's it was really cool, the cameo of the original He-Man from the movie. Dolph Lundgren, is that isn't it?
Lundgren, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, he has a cameo scene in the gym, and he's like, "Hey, you're in my spot." And I was like, "What?" And then he it was a very on the nose dialogue and all that, but it was like he gave like an inspirational little moment. So that was cool. But yeah, Skeletor, like, dude, I saw the ending. I'm just like, that's from my script. Nah.
Lovely.
But it was like, yeah, you know how I think I told you, I was like, I really want like a fight sequence where it's like almost like the Kylo and Rey fight where they're like changing locations throughout because of like bloody impacts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They did that for the He-Man climax. Again, spoiler alert, he breaks the sword and stabs Adam, and it goes into like a bit of sort of like dream sequence. Like through different he's being like, oh bloody your mind's weak, bloody slams him, and then it's like a different area that he's in. Bloody what?
Right.
Bloody I was just like, it was really awesome. The pacing was a little bit striking because like it caught me off guard what happened. But so like it put him into the gym, and like because it took him to his Earth days at the start when he was depressed, and he's like, oh bloody where am I? And he was like in the gym because he was at the gym at the start. He was like, oh wait what? And then Skeletor is wearing like little booty shorts and a bloody sleeveless hoodie. He's like, yeah, Adam, you bloody. I'm just like,
What?
like it was such funny imagery, but it just took me so off guard that I was like, what
In the middle of the climax.
yeah, I was just like, but I'm just like, it's meant to be a goofy cartoon, so like this is like it's goofy in a different way, but I'm like it's all he has goofy moments, so I'm just like. Oh, and then it like cut to another one where he's a HR worker, and then he like goes in with like a bloody office bloody fucking Michael Scott bloody looking thing, and the other one was when he was on a date, so he's just like wearing like a tuxedo sort of thing. I was just like, I wasn't expecting to see this, and then it cuts out of that, and then he gets the. Basically, it's just like the power's in you, not the sword, and buddy, he's awesome. And then he's basically like, all right, I can fuck you up now. And he goes up to Skeletor and he's like, because like since he's a HR worker, because he's not strong his whole life, he never fights. Even like, the opening sequence is when he's a kid, great sequence, and then like very like there's a whole bunch of moments in here where I'm just like. That could have easily been a silly slapstick joke, but they played the whole thing out serious, and that added like there was 5 scenes like that, like when his dad dies, at the beginning sequence, a whole bunch, where it's like actual emotion. It's not like I wasn't crying, but I was like, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
And what was I getting to? Yeah, so at the end, what was it? So he goes up. So since he's a HR worker, he's like, he's about like talking first, and he's just like, listen, I don't want to fight, like this and that, like talk, and that's also how like he rallies like all of the buddy, all the the action figure people, where he's like, no, buddy, we got to work together, buddy, because they don't know him, and all that kind of thing. And he talks to Skeletor. He's like, listen, I know your crimes, buddy, this and that, buddy. We can, buddy, be good. Just, buddy, give you a chance, buddy, this and that. He's just like, And then he's just like, basically, he gives like a mini monologue about like, I'm just a villain. There's bloody no depth to me. But basically, it's just like a prime example of like, a villain can just be a villain. You don't need to have like a freaking Cruella backstory or bloody Maleficent. Bloody, he's just like, literally just a villain. I'm not kill you now. And I'm just like obviously that's accurate. And it's just like, you hear a lot of people complain nowadays where it's like, can a villain just be a villain because I want to be? Like, like I feel there's like a lot of people being like, yeah, but he sad backstory and then the victim. It's like having that too much. It's like, come on. So that was really refreshing to see like how they did it. I felt it was just a bit of a commentary on that. And then not one for one, but in the trailers, how there's like a autumn forest that they're like flying in. And it like grabs that whole sequence that goes for a fair bit. I'm just like, there's like a lot of imagery for like my story. That's from my script. No, not one for one, but I was just like, oh, it's really cool. Like really good imagery and world building for a whole bunch of things. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so like world building wise. I'm like, oh, I could take a little bit of inspiration. And yeah, the bit with the names, because you know how they're all like bloody, I'm Juggernaut, I'm bloody Flippity Bob. So
Yeah.
I don't know half their names. All I know is like Idris Elba's one, bloody Man at Arms, and then He-Man. Obviously, I'm like in She-Ra. I'm like they're the only ones I know. And in the movie, so again, he goes away when he's a kid, and he goes to when he's teleported to the real world. He draws up everything he can remember from home. So like when it flashes forward, his whole room's just drawings of what he remembers at home because he really misses home, obviously, because he grew up there, and he's just like,
Yeah.
he thought his parents died, and he misses home, and he wants to go back. And but he didn't know like all the people's names. So like all the warriors. So like he just called them something in his head. He's like, oh, that's bloody little Ram Man, and bloody that's bloody Mechanic. Because like it's just as a kid, that's just what he called them in his head. So I'm like,
All right.
rather than that being their actual names, it was like I thought it was like very charming to be like that's what Adam sort of called them in his head because like he didn't actually like know them because he was just a kid and bloody. And then when he goes there as an adult, when he's like flash forward and all that, he's like his man ring. It's like, what did you call me? They're all just like, that's a stupid name, and all that kind of thing. And at the very end, like the last 5 minutes of the film is like the most like the show, because that's when they firstly like when the credits finish, it's like it was like the very end scene. It was before the two post credit things. But that little floaty dude with the cloak, bloody pops in,
Yeah,
and he's like,
that, yeah.
"So what we learned today, everyone, is that bloody when this happens."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm guessing this is accurate to the show. Jesus Christ, what the hell is this? But prior to that, like they end up loving their names. They're just like, yeah, I'm Ram Man. I'm this. I'm like, they embrace it. They're not like that's stupid. Call me Sam. I was like. They think it's just silly, and then they just like embrace it. But at the end, they get like a bit more of their comic accurate or whatever, but accurate, like a couple of them. Like Adam gets his like actual, like bloody vest thing and all that.
Okay.
And when they're there, like someone tells a joke, and they're all just like, oh, and bloody the Green Tiger's just like. What the fuck?
Right.
But obviously, it's like that happens a lot in the show. Like that's one of the only things I know in the show is like they're just like shit dialogue, jog for a bit. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And it's like,
Yeah,
all right. So it was paying a lot of homage to that. Anyways, that was a fucking massive tangent, but I really want to talk about all that. Anyways, PlayStation Showcase. But yeah, no. Any questions to cap off that?
No, it's. I'm glad you liked it so much. It kind of just helps me understand that, like, yeah, it really is just a shit movie if you love it that much. So it's good to know. Glad I didn't buy any tickets. No, it's cool. I am interested in it. I'm just very conflicted.
Yeah, I don't know how much you'd like it, but I'm like, this could have easily been like a guilty pleasure version of this movie, but I thought it was like, again, I wouldn't say it's like this is a genuinely good movie, but I'm like, it's like, I'm not going to like try and convince someone of that, but I'm just like, I don't feel guilty liking this. Like, I think this is like really good for like what this is. Not, I know this is shit, but I enjoy it. It's like, no, this is really good for what it is, sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how I would put it.
And what it is a subpar movie.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I will check it out one day. Probably, like, I don't know if I'll hit theaters. I want to, but it's just hard, obviously, nowadays. But, yeah, maybe. I'm interested. Are you interested in seeing it again? Or is that not sort of...
Maybe. Like, I could definitely see it again.
Because that could be fun, with the time off and everything. Because I am interested in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. We'll double feature that, the Scary Movie 6.
Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that. They're just like, yeah, I should have just watched He-Man. Anyways. Bloody He-Man, Digital Circus, and bloody, yeah. Well, yeah, anyways. So, alright, PlayStation Showcase time. fucking halfway through the episode. Literally halfway through the episode. Listen, we don't have a huge amount to talk about, and this is a bit of a not the best episode. We're sorry about that. But yeah, so the showcase. That was first thing in the morning for us. I woke up after the fact, and I know you were like getting for work and all that kind of thing. But so because we nearly planned seeing it together, but you're like, oh, maybe, and like sort of because we used to react to a whole bunch of them when it was at like a decent enough time. But yeah, like I knew Wolverine would be in this, obviously, because they said. And the night prior, Tomb Raider posted like a bunch of screenshots, so I'm like, all right, I'm guessing this is in the trailer.
You jumped the gun a bit.
Yeah, but everything else, I had no idea what was actually going to be in this.
Okay.
And yeah, getting to it, I'm just like I know a whole bunch was shown, but of interest to us, I'm pretty sure. So it was obviously like Wolverine, Until Dawn 2. I knew that would have the small snippet that I saw, I'm just like, that does not look like an Until Dawn game. That's a very different vibe. And then Tomb Raider, obviously. God of War. I don't know if it's Laufey or Lofi, or I don't know how to pronounce it. But that thing at the very end, that I did hear like a slight rumbling of like, oh, apparently Kratos' wife is going to get a game, but I'm like, surely not. What? But then so that really caught me off guard. And then the two other things are, the three lesser things that I'll just like breeze through real quick. Carnage and Green Goblin being added to that like Marvel Tech Token, Street Fighter game.
Yep.
Again, like they look fine and all that and whatever, but like the game only interested me so much because that style of game does not interest me that much. But again, since I know the game is $100 paid for game, literally could not give a Continental, so that's just straight out the window of my brain.
But I don't understand. The Green Goblin is the same voice actor as Spectacular Spider-Man, so that makes it goated, actually. That's what you gotta get it. You gotta spend $100. Oh, genuinely sorry for you talking like that. They're like, I was interested in this game, but do you realize this is the bloody same voice actor? I'm getting it bloody today. Like,
yeah, that'll be one where I just see TikToks of the dialogue and I'm like, all right.
Pretty much. But I mean, you do.
Yeah, I think it's cool how like other heroes are in the background. Like Bullseye was like on the top of a building or something, and She-Hulk was just standing there. I'm like, yeah. Right. But two things that are like they're existing games, but they're having like a significant. Sorry to boy up. It's just like a significant patch update to an existing game. So No Rest for the Wicked. I've talked to you about that, didn't I? Like a while ago. It was like a PC game, and they're just gradually having updates. Yeah. It looks like sort of top down. It's like RuneScape meets Arcane sort of thing. That is like they keep doing massive updates every now and then. Apparently, this is like their like 1.0 launch. Like they're just like, all right, this is a hefty thing, and they're bringing it to PS5. So I'm like, oh sweet, yeah. Hopefully they do a physical. That'd be cool. But the exact same thing, but for Dune Awakening. Yeah, apparently they're adding like a whole other way to play, and it's on PS5 now. So I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Well, Dune Awakening had a pretty pathetic launch, to be honest. So
it seems like they've still worked on it. Yeah. That was a little while ago. So those two, I'm just like, oh yeah, cool. Like, I mean, I'll wait for that one to be like on sale or whatever. But I'm like, it seems like you can probably do some stuff.
Well, I got a feeling we'll probably dip our toes into it later in the year since we got the special bloody tickets. Yeah, so at least that's my plan. Anyway.
Yeah, but I'll let you talk for a bit. The Wolverine, I think, was one of the biggest things. And you weren't too interested in the game, like for a while. I was fairly interested. I'm just like, they're taking so long. But because we love the Spider-Man games, and like the other stuff looked pretty good, and we know the game is nearing by, and this is like the first like, I'm pretty sure the last one showed some gameplay, but this was more of like an actual like sequence rather than here's 10 seconds, here's 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So we got like a glimpse and all that, and I haven't told Geordie my thoughts really about it, but Geordie was like, that made me want to get the game. Not gonna lie. And I'm just like, okay. So you can go into that.
Bro disagrees, I can already tell.
So you just go
I
on.
don't want it anymore. Yeah, no, basically, as Tom said, I wasn't interested. Even like, I just had a fucked realization. We got our first teaser for that game the same day we got a trailer for Spider-Man 2. The game. It was part of the same showcase.
Jeez.
So it's like, come on. Bloody hell. I'm pretty sure I watched that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched that at Piers University dorm room. Like, not long, yeah, like that was that early on, like just started dating. We got a trailer for that, teaser for that. Ridiculous. Yeah, legit. But you know, I just wasn't interested. It was a combination of they are taking ages, but also I'm like, fucking, why would I want to be Wolverine? Like, he's a fun
did you see any of the
character.
leaks when they came out?
I saw a couple of him like climbing a wall with his claws, and I'm like, didn't appeal to me. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna. Basically, I was just like, it's gonna be Spider-Man without the swinging, but you fucking Wolverine skin. Like I just wasn't interested. He's a fun enough character, but I'm like, why would I choose him over Spider-Man? You know, like, I don't know. Spider-Man's just way above that. And to be honest, I was also expecting it to come out faster. So I was like, I was expecting to have Spider-Man 3 by now, to be completely honest with you.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah, no. But, yeah, no, I just wasn't too interested. But then, then the first trailer came out, and it didn't do it justice to me, I don't think. Like, it kind of just solidified, like, basically that showed everything I wasn't interested in. I was like, yeah, you're Wolverine, and it's a bit more grounded, and it's like messier environments. It's not like the New York aesthetic, because half of what I love about swinging around as Spider-Man is the fact that it's in New York. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. What are you, New York hat? There you
New
go.
York.
The fitting. But, you know, so I didn't have any of that. I also heard rumblings that it wasn't going to be an open world game, or it was going to be maximum like semi-open world, sort of similar to bloody. People still saying it's similar to God of War, and I've since played that, and I'm like, really, just give us an open world. It's not that hard. Where was I headed? Yeah, basically, like, just nothing appealed to me. I also wasn't huge on how gory it is. I'm still not. It's overkill for me. But this showcase, basically, it was like, all right, yep, it's still got everything you don't like, but here's a bunch of stuff you do like. And we got Jean Grey, so it's got more X-Men characters, at the very least her, and she's one of my favorites. I'm like, that's awesome.
I don't think
revolves...
we've ever talked about like our favorite X-Men. I don't think.
No, I don't.
I know you love
so.
Gambit,
really
and I'm like, it's kind of mainly, and like Cyclops, it's kind of mainly it.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are definitely the top two, but like Jean Grey, Jubilee, Nightcrawler. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But regardless, I'm like, yeah, look, bloody Rogue as well. Now I'm stuck on my bloody favorite X-Men. But yeah, basically I'm like, look, that gives bloody potential that more X-Men characters will show up. And, you know, Wolverine does have a sort of, you know, very close relationship. Not in terms of like friendship or anything, but like they're often featured with Cyclops and shit at the very least. So I'm like, look, Jean Grey being in it just opens up that door, and it's like, okay, that's a possibility now. And then, yeah, the story seems to be revolving around Trask and, you know, Sentinels and mutants and stuff. And basically, it seems much more X-Men focused based on this thing than I originally thought. And if that's the case, I'm in. You know, like, if I have to play as Wolverine, but the story is like, you know, X-Men as a larger scale. And I mean, I guess, I don't know if you'd get to play as Jean Grey. It didn't look like it in the trailer, but maybe. Like, you got to play as bloody Mary Jane in Spider-Man, so who knows what he got to, more like had to, but, you know.
Well, the second game feels better John Wick, so anyways.
So yeah, that's pretty much, like, it also just, the combat looked cool. and just the Insomniac style was really there, which it kind of wasn't in the first trailer, at least to me personally. So I don't know. It's just it really just it tipped it over. Like I'm not. I have to get this bloody straight away and play it all in one sitting. Like I'll be getting it day one just for the sake of it. But I'm excited for it now, and I'm interested in it. And basically I just have more hope for the game. I'm still not like, oh, this is awesome. But I have a lot of hope for what's in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I found out you can customize your claws and your suit separately. I'm like, that's cool.
I'm curious to see the extent of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they're not doing a special PS5 bundle or like deluxe thing. It's just just a regular game.
No collectors. It'd be really cool to do like a collector's bundle with like a Wolverine glove when you got the bloody.
You would have thought.
Or something.
You would have thought
something like that. But yeah, I've given up on any cool shit like that. They just don't do it anymore. It's depressing. But, yeah. Spider-Man 2 did it, which was awesome, but
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts there? Because I got a bloody gut feeling. I fucking hate that
So
shit.
put it to you this way. Again, I hadn't seen any online reactions. I just knew that it was in the thing, and because I watched it first thing in the morning still, and before I watched it, you said, honestly, that showcase made me want to get it. I'm just like, this must be fucking good. Because I was on board, like because the trailer from like a year ago, whatever that you were saying, I thought that looked like really cool. I'm like not again brilliant, but I'm like, sweet, I'm on board for this. Yeah, cool, give me this, come on. And when I watched the sequence this morning, I was like, all right. And then I looked online, and everyone was like, a bloody peak, a bloody peak. I'm like, all right, is everyone genuinely delusional? Like, genuinely, I'm like, what about this looks good? Firstly,
I can't tell if you're being serious.
Huh?
I can't tell if you're being serious.
I'm being serious. Like, it didn't make me, like, not want to get the game or anything, but it's one of those examples where I'm just like, this was, like, the worst sequence to show. It's, like, really... It's like when a movie releases a clip and it's, like, the worst clip. It's, like, entice you to go. I'm just like... So, firstly, I think
that game. So
yeah, but like, I'm still gonna get the game day one and all that kind of thing. Like, I hope it's visually a bit better than this. Jesus Christ! But I watched the whole sequence and I'm just like, so, the voice acting, I'm like, Wolverine at home. No, it wasn't too, because you have Wolverine live action, I'm like, that's the like physical embodiment, because obviously this is going for realism, so I'm like, you got that. And then the Wolverine voice acting, I'm just so accustomed, because I think he's perfect to that, like, like, not, I don't know if he's the same one, but like, he was in Ultimate Spider-Man and Wolverine and the X-Men, like that, like, dude.
Right.
Like if I was reading a comic, he'd be the voice.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but he's very popular.
Okay.
I think you know the one I'm talking about. So I'm just like, okay, none of that really won me over. But like in the gameplay, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Like it was very bloody, like you said. I'm just like, is there an option to turn that down a bit?
Yeah, I'm hoping for the same thing.
Yeah, I think they mentioned something along those lines. Or there's like less bloody paths to take or something. So I'm just like, the gameplay, I'm just like, looks very standard from like what you're showing me here. I'm like, it looked more exciting in like the highlight reel from a while ago. I'm like, all right, but this is a prime example of just like, lighting and composition fucking matters. Jeez Louise. Like, because this was like 12 noon, fucking no depth of shadows and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, this looks like not visually appealing. It really showed that, like, just the design not looking good. Like, his suit, I'm just like, might be a hot take, I do not like this Wolverine suit. Primarily the cowl helmet thing, I'm like, that looks shit. I do not like the shape. I saw a post. I don't think the live action Wolverine is perfect. It's pretty good, but I don't think it's perfect, like the cowl thing. I saw someone put the game mask next to the cowl from the movie, and they're just like, the fact that the movie outmogs the game is kind of sad. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, jeez, it looks so much better in the movie. And in the movie, I didn't think it looked that great. Like it's not perfect. And yeah, I was literally just like, and then Jean Grey showing up. I'm like, do not like her design, bloody Mary Jane, bloody situation all over again. I think all the people online that it, dude, that and God of War thing that we'll get to, and like all the female backlash where they're doing AI, where it's like bloody laundry side quest or bloody doing the heavy makeup, bloody
Yeah.
fucking glistening skin. I'm just like, you guys are fuck off. Like that shit is really disheartening to see, and I'm just like, that's not what I want. I just want them to not look fucking shit. like I want a good design, and again, people were, because a bunch of people did think this looked shit as well. I'm like, okay, and they're just like, yeah, not gonna lie, I want like more like stylized, like I want more Marvel Rivals design, like with the art style than realism, because like it's, I don't know, like realism stuff nowadays. I'm just like, for comic, I don't know, like there's like, because Marvel Rivals is a great looking game, like the art style and everything, and I'm like, I don't know, like just the realism you leave more. It's like more effort for more scrutiny, because if it doesn't look good and it takes you that long, and like whereas if you did it stylized, whatever. But I just think it looked really shit. But if it was the kind of thing, it'd be similar with Batman Arkham Knight, because like that game has like, again, I don't really know the realm of this in like the sphere of gaming, but I'm like, it has fucking tremendous compositing and effects. Like that game, if it didn't have that kind of like shading, coloring, reflection of like the rain and like the darkness of that game and the rain, like like putting that thing, like if Arkham Knight was bloody 12 noon and everything's flat, I'm like, that would look shit. And you'd really see all the imperfections, but because it has like 5 layers of like, yeah, nighttime, raining, but all these other effects and bloody whatever and reflections and all that, I'm like, it really masks a lot and makes it look good. And that sequence for Wolverine, I'm like, this looks extremely unappetizing. So, and you can have a 12 noon thing, but I'm like, try and have a bit more like, it looked like, genuinely, a good way of putting it, it literally looked like not graphically, but like just compositing, grading wise, whatever. It looked like the Digital Circus pilot. I'm like, why is it so bright and without bloody shadows? And it just really highlighted all the designs and all that kind of stuff. And like, I wasn't impressed literally by anything. And I was like, I'm still going to get in the game, but I'm just like, this didn't appetize me in any way. So I hope this looks a bit better when it fucking does something. Because when it had, how it had all that gameplay, and then it had like a 1 minute compilation of like little bits and bobs. That looked very cool. There was a bit where like it was just Logan, and it was like purple lighting or something, and he was like, like showing some emotion. I'm like, that looked great. Like that does not look like the same game. So to me, I'm just like, I'm not giving him the fucking classic suit. I'm just like, to be honest, I'm probably gonna play the game more as Logan than I am Wolverine.
Right.
I see myself doing more lumberjack or like his white tuxedo or something, or just a maskless thing, because I do not fuck with the main suit. But yeah.
So I am genuinely curious. I'm not even trying to do this as like a bloody gotcha, but I'm like, everything you mentioned is also extremely present in Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. I'm like, bloody, do you feel the same about those games, or is it just this one? Spider-Man 2 is like the closest equivalent, but I'm like, most of that game is bloody 12 noon or overcast. Because like with the bloody
I haven't been. I think it's a lot. Like I like the designs more, and I think it's like more well composited and all these kind of things. Like I haven't had a single instance where I'm like, that looks to that level. Because also I'm also like I generally can't think of moments where I'm like, oh, that looks so shit. I think the humans can look a lot better in Spider-Man 2, but I'm like, no, I never really. I thought it was all like done well enough for whatever scenes they are, and I'm just like, because I'm also looking at this Wolverine thing and like this proper gameplay and like it's coming out soon, and I'm just like, so this is like so many years in development, and this is like 3 years after Spider-Man 2. I'm just like, doesn't look it.
I mean, I get what you mean, but that being said as well, is like, yeah, it's 3 years after Spider-Man 2, but it's not like they made it 3 years after Spider-Man 2. That was, like I said, we got the teaser.
Yeah, well, they're doing that, but I'm like, well, they're still working on it. So like, just by the time it releases.
Yeah, but I mean, you couldn't be like, I mean, I don't know, maybe this is just a pipeline thing that's kind of glossed over, but you know, yeah, you could, like, right now they could probably make that look bloody very close to photorealistic, but it's like, you've got the bloody rest of the game, like, bloody, you can't be bloody going back and doing the rest of it, so you kind of have to stick to the original thing, otherwise you end up with, like what you were saying, the bloody digital circus thing, where it's like, you look at the pilot versus the latest episode, it's like,
yeah, like, I know the whole game doesn't look like this, and that's why I mentioned that, like, little compilation at the end. I'm just like, I know the whole game doesn't look like this. I'm not saying it does. I'm just like, yeah, I do not like this suit, and like, this is a very unfortunate sequence to show me. That could literally be like a 10-minute sequence in the game, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I'm not saying the whole game does, because again, like, other bits look really good, but I'm just like, of all gameplay to show me, this is not the bloody gameplay to show me. Like, literally just that little bit.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Like, I didn't love the aesthetic or anything, but to me it looks like borderline identical to the bloody all the Craven shit from Spider-Man 2, so I'm just very surprised.
I disagree just from memory and what I can recall, and I think like the modeling was better on Craven, and also the bit where he was in the truck, it was a cool line, but the delivery, I was like, when he's just like, "Are you a superhero?" Nah, kid, I'm Wolverine. I'm like, that was a cool line, but like, the way that he was like slightly cut off at the end by the like, it just felt like the delivery and execution of that was a little bit awkward to me. Right. So that just feeding into the like voice acting a little bit. But again, I'm still getting it day one, and I'm like, I'm not going to judge the whole game off that. I was just like, am I delusional? And I do think Jean Grey could look a bit better. She has a bit of the MJ effect going on. But again, not to again. I hate
like a costume or a bloody looks.
Like the face model and stuff.
Okay.
And like she just needs to have a bit more lipstick and a bit more. Again, the people that do those fucking pissy like AI bloody Snapchat filters, I'm like, I hate the thing where it's like, oh, I don't like this design, bloody. Look at what Western animation does, and it has like some bloody near automata, bloody. I'm just like. And it has a thing where it's like, well, Western game, this game. I'm just like, oh, there's a fucking not even a midway. I'm like, there's like a like here's the Western. I mean, Western. Here's the Japanese, and I'm like, just like, oh, give us this. I'm like, where it's like bloody so extreme. I'm like, I don't even want like it's just like around here where it's just like just a few small things. I'm like, Jesus, stop.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I thought she looked fine. My issue is with her costume and her powers. Basically, I hope she gets a proper costume because what.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, because like Mystique in the snippets, I'm like, she looks great. I like her look. But also, what was I going to say? Calypso or something. You know Did you see her with the eye patch?
Yeah,
played by the black lady in Fallen Order.
Oh, is it? She's in everything.
Yeah, well, that's something that people pointed out after. It's just like you know, like I don't know their names, but there's a few actors that play like quite a lot of roles in video games, and their voice is quite different, and they do motion capture, but they always look quite different as people. Like Nolan North or like some people North, or something.
Troy Baker
and all that. Yeah, and they're just like anytime it's this lady, it's just her in the game with a different outfit. Because like it showed all like 4 or 5 of her things, and it's literally just her with like a slight different haircut. And I'm just like, fucking make her a bit different.
Yeah.
So like,
No,
I like her in the Jedi games, but I'm like, do something different. Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Like,
Yeah, that's
jeez
funny.
Louise.
Well, that's interesting. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, realistically, I was expecting me to like it even less and you to like it even more.
Yeah,
But
well,
I've,
yeah.
kind of swapped.
Well, part of why I thought that was funny is I'm like, literally, I was like, yeah, I'm on the board. You, no. like, not in the hole. Like, I'm still excited for it and all that, but I'm like, I watched it and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've seen for it so far. This made me want to get it. I'm like, basically,
Yeah,
I'm just like, if someone was like, oh, it's kind of cool, and I'm just like, no, you're like, I want to get it now. I fucking this. I'm like, right, genuinely, what am I missing? To that level. But yeah, but anyways, I think we have 5 minutes, and that's the game we're talking about.
Well, firstly, I will just say, I do agree his like regular suit is like average. Like, I don't
mainly
hate
his
it.
cowl.
It seems
He's like
I mean, I
the
think it's-
eyes and
basically, I think it's fine. Like, I would wear it if it was the only suit, but I've seen the brown and yellow suit, and that's just fucking awesome. Like, I really
yeah. I
love
saw
that
the
suit,
pre-order
so-
suits or whatever, and I'm just like, some of these look fucked.
Yeah, no, but it's he's not similar to Miles Morales and even Spider-Man to an extent. It's like I'm not going to be switching costumes that much. Like Spider-Man, Peter Parker has more, but Spider-Man Miles Morales obviously doesn't. You know, he's got like his couple movie suits and all that. But you know, like I mean, there's a whole fucking racial conversation to go on with that. Like, the Insomniac really just said, make everything fucking hip hop and black coded. Let's go. It's like, all right. There's undertones there. I don't know how I feel about that, but Wolverine's very similar. Where it's like, all right, yeah, you got his classic suit. You know, you got the bloody patch suit, like the white tuxedo, the brown and yellow, and then like his original suit. I mean, see now I'm talking. I'm like, oh no, there are a few that like because like the X-Force suit and everything. But I'm like, basically there is a limit, and he's not a character where I'm like, yeah, I get to play as all these suits. Let's go. Like there are definitely other characters that are even like a worse case. Like, dude, if they ever made a Gambit game, what the fuck other suits are they going to include?
Yeah.
It's like just not that character. And you know, there's like the X-Men in general. I feel are like that for me personally. I'm like, look, I'm not interested in anything that isn't like the kind of '90s cartoon look. Like that's just, you know, that's what I grew up on regarding X-Men. Aside from the live action movies. Oh yeah, they're probably going to do a live action movie soon. That's fucked. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I saw a bunch of the suits and just they didn't really appeal to me. Like it's cool they're there, but yeah, I'm pretty much just going to stick to the brown and yellow because I think they nailed that. But yeah, I'm not too interested. In many of the others. Like, the Weapon X one, that's bloody overrated as hell. I don't know if that's in the game, but people really want it, and I'm like...
yeah, I think it is.
I can't stand it. I hate that outfit. But anyway, Tom's on his phone, so that means it's time to move on.
I'm looking at all the X-Men images and like the suits and that kind of stuff. I think this looks good.
I don't have an issue.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like how many suits and all that kind of stuff for sure. But yeah, so we have 2 minutes to talk about 3 other games. I don't have much to say about Until Dawn 2.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, I mean, I don't know. Like, you're the one that you talked about the movie, so I'm like, Geordie loves Until Dawn, the game. The Quarry, I've seen nothing for the Quarry, but I know it's like, is that same world or just the same company?
No, I don't even think it's the same company.
I thought it was. But yeah, so Until Dawn 2, I don't know if this is the same for the first game, but when it came up with everyone can live, everyone can die, I'm like, could everyone live in the first game? Like everyone? And could everyone die? I mean, I imagine everyone can die.
Yeah, everyone can die? I don't know, actually. I can't remember. I think so. I think everyone can live.
My 2 cents on that, I'm sure it'll be like fun and good and all that, and it's like unique setting, all this and that. Visually, I was not impressed. Little PS4 game, because I know how good the first one like kind of looked for the time. I just wasn't too impressed with this one. I realized actually visually I wasn't too impressed with the showcase because I have a little bit to say about the God of War game. But we'll do the Until Dawn first. But yeah, not much to kind of say. It's kind of one where I'm like, I'll let me know what you think because I'd imagine you'll get it day one.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to rewatch these trailers? Because if you got problems with everything, you said you watched it just after you woke up. You sure you went off asleep? What? You need to bloody rewatch these trailers. Because I was actually visually very impressed with Until Dawn 2. I was like, this was cool. Like, there's a difference between having photorealistic people. Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Like, yeah, there's a difference between having photorealistic people and just being, like, visually good. Like, yeah, like, but to be honest as well, it's like, I mean, I think they looked fine.
I'm not necessarily saying that bad, because also people are saying fucking James Bond looks good. I'm just like, is everyone delusional all of a sudden? Or why just, like, play doing the good-looking games? What?
And everything you like is good. Everything else is shit. So that's how
exactly.
That's just very surprising. Especially God of War. I was like, oh yeah, Tom's gonna bloody eat this up. I couldn't give two shits.
I have less issues with that one in comparison, but yeah.
But yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, no, it looks good. I like the setting. I'm pretty sure I haven't looked it up to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure the narrator, the Australian ghost hunter dude, is Dacre Montgomery.
Yeah.
So that's
like,
cool.
all right, mate.
Yeah. And then
Billy.
someone else was in it that I recognized. I don't remember. But look, it looks fun. I like the first one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not a bloody Wendigo for the third time. Also, I did look it up. It was the same studio. So, yeah, bloody... That's even worse because that means the same studio relied on the same creature twice. Like, this better not be a fucking Wendigo twist. Jesus. But yeah.
Old dingo.
That will actually, like, bloody make me hate the game. If like, for a third time you can't do a new villain, that's ridiculous. But yeah, no, it looks fun. Not much to say. It's a bloody choose your own adventure. Very simple.
Yeah. Similar kind of thing. That'd be like, if you love the game, you're just like, oh, Tom, you got to play it. Come over and bloody play my version of it or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Play with you watching me or something.
Yeah.
Because I did have fun when I played it, like, with you, but, like, I was really inexperienced with that kind of thing where I'm like, I forgot you could also just, like, not do an option. And I remember doing, I'm just like, oh, I'll have to do something. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I did that on the mountain, and then he died, and I was like,
yeah. And I get what you mean.
And similar thing for bloody Detroit Become Human. That one, I overthought the situation, so I'm like, probably wants me to do this, but I'm like so many decisions in that game. I was like, oh, they probably want me to do this, but I'm like, what is a very sophisticated game? What do you this level of thinking? And I was like overthinking, and I'm just like, fucking. Then they died, and I'm like, I was like, all right.
I mean, the whole you have to just go on your instincts. What do you?
Yeah, no, I am, but I'm like, oh, well, it's just like the thing where like it pops up. It's like, right, yeah, you have to pick an option quick. And the option says like, yeah, how's it going? Oh, fuck you, buddy. It's like, that's not as yeah, choice games. I'm like, I've had like pretty fucked experience. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely, buddy, get you to play Until Dawn 2. I reckon it'll be fun. Maybe we can do it on stream.
Maybe even the first one, because there was the remaster or something, which looks like half better, half not. Like the people look better, but like the monster, like they brightened it up a shit ton or something.
Yeah, the lighting messed with things a lot. Yeah, I wasn't here.
So it's kind of like half it looks better, half it doesn't.
They also didn't fix it. They didn't change the animation, which like you have a good looking model, but it's animated poorly. It's still gonna look shit. So yeah, I've got my own issues with that remake. I have a friend who worked on it, so sorry if you're watching this. Again, I doubt you are, but I'm sorry. This shit game. No. Bloody yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. It is very basic. It's choose your own adventure. They live, they die. Bloody move on. Like it's not like a groundbreaking thing, but I was very surprised by it. I was very impressed with the setting and how like, I just thought it looked awesome. And I'm very hopeful it's going to be a very fresh take because the Quarry was a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I haven't talked about that much, but it was setting it up to be so cool. It looked like it was genuinely like 80s bloody slasher, and I had the 80s filter on the whole time, and because I got the deluxe edition, had like the 80s outfits, and it was setting up to be a slasher. Yeah, it was like a bloody campground slasher. Bloody yeah, it was awesome. Fucking bloody Wendigo. And then it's just a fucking repeat of the first game. I'm like, alright, cool. But so I'm very hopeful this is different, so that's exciting me. But yeah, not much else to say.
Yeah, I know, good.
And I guess we'll get on to God of War. For the lo-fi hip hop beats.
God of War washing machine simulator.
Alright, I didn't fucking take it. Yeah.
I've genuinely seen like people do the filters where it's like, why doesn't she wear makeup in that? And then there's other ones where like they did AI and it, like the missions, like bloody you press the button, it's like doing the laundry, bloody cooking dinner and stuff. I'm just like, all right, calm the fuck down.
Genuinely, what are they?
Like it's not even like funny in an ironic way. I'm just like,
it's stupid funny. I'm just like, what? Like it's so like. It's baffling how like dumb it is. It makes it funny to me. I'm just like, surely you can't actually be that stupid. But well, I'll quickly rattle off my thoughts because I think you'll have more. Basically, couldn't give two shits. It's like God of War. The only thing that appeals to me is Kratos and his son. It's a very niche window of interest for me. Like, to the point where I tried playing the first game, I physically couldn't do it, and I just planned on watching all the cutscenes in, like, a bloody movie form. Because, the story...
Yeah, Amazon series.
I want to... Supernova cosplay. Fucking us bull, fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, I forgot that existed.
Again, I'm just like, this is your first look. Oh, you have a better photo. Why is all this first look shit so bad? Like, fucking been there and thighs me.
But yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think the God of War games are bad. I think they're very good. They're just not for me. If it was pretty much entirely bloody combat and exploration, bloody peak. But the amount of puzzles you have to do. Like, I just hate puzzles,
My biggest thing with that is I'm just like, you love Ocarina of Time. So what?
That was just a very particular point where you got me hooked onto that, and the style carries that a lot for me.
Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of your Silent Hill too, where it's like, it's just the right ingredients for this very rare thing that I normally wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, God of War, for example, it's like, this is just at the start. But it's like, I'm standing in a bloody snowy environment with a bland-looking lighting set up. There's a bunch of rocky walls around me, and I have to bloody throw a thing at a thing to bloody pull a lever, and then some enemies show up and I beat them. I'm like, where's all the TikTok edit shit? Where is it?
Well, that stuff definitely is in there, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like, it takes me out of it enough. It's similar to like Lego games. Like, in the sort of wake of Lego Batman, me and Pia re-downloaded Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
Yeah, I saw that. It said, but I didn't play this recently, and I'm just like, oh, it just like it reminded me of just like. People that were just like, they didn't have a PS5 yet, and they're just like, play the new Spider-Man, and it's like fucking the iPhone game or something.
No, it's just bloody, like, Lego Batman just didn't interest me at all, and I tried playing Lego Batman 3, and I'm like, I just can't be fucked with this open world. So we're going to do Lego DC Supervillains. Cannot find it anywhere, and I refuse to pay $100 for it again, because I own it, but I'm like, can't find it anywhere. So we're just like, what's the next best thing? Well, your Marvel superheroes. So we just like kind of went down the list. But dude, I played one level and I was just like, I don't fucking care. I just wanted to turn it off and bloody. So we've just reached an agreement where she plays and I bloody sit and watch. I'm like, I can't be bothered. Like, I don't know. It's something. There's got to be some underlying issue from my childhood. There's got to be. Because I loved that shit when I was younger, but I'm like, what happened? Because it's like, it activates a fucking rage in me. So yeah, couldn't give two shits about this God of War game, mainly because I'm just not interested in the God of War games in general, gameplay wise.
Yeah.
And the story is like, it's just very different.
Yeah. So you don't think it's like bad, just not your cup of tea.
Well, yeah, it's just like there's nothing really enticing me. Like the world looks messy and weird, and the design's weird, and it doesn't have Kratos. I'm sure Kratos will be featured heavily, but it doesn't have the heat.
Yeah.
Like, it's not centered around his relationship with Atreus, and I'm sure the romance, sort of like the love stuff, like between her and Kratos, will be cool. Like I can imagine there's a really really cool banging scene where like they meet like on the edge of the bloody afterlife, and she has to stay behind, but they get to say goodbye. Like they could do some really cool stuff, but there's just no.
Like if you're gonna, like if you're gonna see anything, it'll be like all Kratos scenes in God of War Laufey compilation,
something like that.
I very brief thoughts, but I'm like, I think it looks very like good and all that. I'm worried my interest level, like it didn't like overly pique my interest because I'm like mainly Kratos and Atreus that I'm like interested in, but I'm like, this is a very different, unique setting. The designs, I'm like, this is a little bit overcomplicated with a few of these enemies. Like the aesthetic isn't there as much because now it's not Norse, it's like this weird afterlife where like kind of anything can be in there. So I was like, okay, like basically what they showed, I'm like, all right, this is pretty striking, and I don't know if I like where this is going, but I'm not going to judge it just on this. Because also they didn't even give a release date, and I'm just like, this has a bunch of like Wolverine, the gameplay we saw, I'm like, this is coming out in a few months. This I'm like a year minimum. Like so this has like I'm sure like it'll improve with a bunch of things, but the combat looks really fun. Like I'm curious to see how like Kratos is intertwined, but I saw other people talking about it because again, this is like where the afterlife place, and they're just like all the gods and that like Kratos killed and all that. I'm like, she's probably gonna come across them, and I'm just like, I didn't think about that. And they're just like, who are you? It's like Kratos' wife, and they're just like, basically, I do see the potential for this game. I doubt I'm gonna like it more than the other proper God of War games. But I'm like, okay, like basically I'm just like, I'll reserve a little bit of my interest till like, it's a trailer a few months before it comes out. Like, I know I will get the game because it looks like the level of quality and whatnot. But I'm just like, like I see like the potential, but we'll see like if you can actually entice me with that later on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I could easily be persuaded to give it a shot if they're just like, we fucked off all the puzzles and it's just combat and bloody. It has to do with the whole family story. Like basically if it's stuff like that, I'm like, all right, I might give it a go. But if it's just like God of War, but you play as his wife and in a messy environment with a bunch of different mythologies, it's like. What? Because this also kind of messes with the future of what you could do with Kratos. Because I know people were like, Kratos in Egypt, let's go, bloody Kratos versus all the Egyptian gods. But there was a couple of Egyptian gods in this one, so I'm like, are they all dead, or is it just a couple of them? Like, it kind of like raises questions for the future of Kratos' story.
What they're doing, I'm like, this can easily enhance and detract from the game if you don't do it right.
Yeah. Also, just want to clarify, I was going to say I'm not bloody one of those fans. Well, firstly, I wouldn't even consider myself a fan at all. I'm a very interested bloody third party. I'm not necessarily a fan, but I'm not one of those fans that's like, I want Kratos to be buff and not show emotion. I think that's bloody ridiculous. Like, I actually like. I actively avoided God of War for so long because I thought he was like that, because that's how he was in the old games. Where he's just like, I'm just tough and angry and I don't show any emotion. Well, I'm interested in the bloody emotional stuff, so I just want to clarify I'm not one of those bloody little toxic people. And it's not because she's a bloody wife. No issues playing as her. I'm just bloody not interested in the game. I just got a bloody.
Name a game where you play as a girl that you like.
Until Dawn.
Single player with a solo character. No, you're meant to be silent, but anyways, ruin the joke. Yeah, no, I understand that. But yeah, that's all pretty much I had to say about it. So is that all you you're talking about there? I sort of past an hour.
Yeah, might past my bedtime. I can't think of anything else. Like I skimmed most of it because I can very quickly tell if something's going to be interesting to me. So
yeah,
all the shit that looks the same, because I watched it like directly. Like I woke up and tuned in, and it was like just ending, so I just went back and skimmed through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very quick 2 cents. Tomb Raider game. I was interested in that when they showed that a while ago because it's like the 4th remake of the very first game. But this one, like, true next gen.
This is the first game.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So this is like like the 3rd or 4th remake of the first game.
Yeah, right.
But like Uncharted 4 level.
Yeah.
It literally just looks like my Uncharted 4. I'm just like, oh, check this out. It looks fun and all that. It looks good in every single way. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Like, I'm actually visually impressed. It looks good and everything. Not groundbreaking. I'm just like, it looks fun for what it is. But then at the end, for every bloody thing, I'm just like, motherfucker said 2026. And now they're just like, yeah, next year. I'm like, so I'm just like literally 3 things got delayed recently. I'm just like, yeah, Fable, next year. Like, and they specifically said, we're giving GTA a bit of time. I'm just like, I'd imagine this is similar. I'm just like, nothing is coming out the same month as GTA. Like,
I saw someone
actually sticking to it because, like, for a while they were just like, they'll probably get delayed. Since they're not, they're just like,
yeah. I saw someone put everything on a calendar, and they have bloody September and November. And like October, there's only a couple, so they only highlighted September and November. But dude, there's like fucking 2 or 3 games a week in September, and then just GTA in November.
That's what. Yeah,
like, we need to give them a couple of months to enjoy our game, and then don't stand a chance. So let's not bother.
No.
Bloody hell. I'm very excited for that. I wish we got a showcase, like a little thing. Of
I know when we see the next thing, that's gonna really solidify. Because I still think there's a little bit like it might get delayed. There's a bit like
there's a gut feeling.
Yeah, but I feel the next thing they show will have to be like actual gameplay. Like be like, all right, cutscene, all right, gameplay now, and they'll be like, yep, still November, bloody whatever it is, and then I'll be like, okay, sweet, okay.
I feel like the next thing they're gonna show is gonna have a cutscene, some gameplay, and then just like a little sizzle reel trailer, and then it's going to end with the bloody pre-orders opening. I think that's
and then like the marketing will actually like start from then, and merchandise stuff, whatever, like all that kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying everything. That's going to sell immediately, but I'm like, give me the PS6 Pro fucking statue, fucking.
Dude, like, I don't care whichever one spots it first. We have to get 2 copies. Like that, we can't leave it up to. We cannot buy this individually.
I feel I feel it's going to be like 1 per person or whatever. But whatever way we do it, just bloody get it. I'd rather have a spare than not have it at all. Because ironically, we can probably sell it to just re-get it back. To be honest. But definitely.
Like that to me is going to be the closest feeling to like the PS5 when that.
Yeah, like get Peter on a phone, bloody, get everyone ready. Yeah, no. Everyone on standby.
I mean, to be fair, like we did just go through that with the Dune tickets. Were you up to get the Dune tickets with us?
Well, I sent you the thing at midnight, and you were like, "Oh shit, that's that dark."
Yeah. But we had the same thing. Like my computer was on the page, bloody my phone, Pia's phone. I was like, I was not missing out.
It's cool.
and so
I felt that. Dude, Dune 3, he actually, bloody hell.
70mm IMAX, so we get to keep a bit of the film. So a little fucking.
Yeah, well, that's gonna, bloody.
Sneak
December
peek
is
for later in
like
the
average day in December, by the way. Bloody Dune 3 IMAX, Doomsday, fucking watch Far From Home,
GTA 6.
watch Brand New Day at Home, bloody GTA 6. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And the fact that all that is going to be retro to Gary.
Like, yeah, all those things. There's not even one, by the way.
Yeah, legit.
Him, good old days of GTA 6. That's gonna be.
First gonna see nostalgia edits of GTA 6. Fuck off.
Those edits where it's like, where boys started, where men started. It's like, GTA 6. I do think it's funny. I saw one, like obviously I understand. It's like I'm not fully having to go with them, but I'm like, it is just funny to see. Whereas like, it's like. It's like 5 slides, like where men started, where boys started, where alphas, like it was like just getting whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just like where OG started, and it was like Lego Marvel Avengers. I'm like, and Star Wars 3, like the Clone Wars one,
Yeah,
and like there wasn't anything like earlier. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen some similar things. It's like. Fuck, we're old, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
It's pretty funny.
I haven't even played an 8-bit game. Calm down.
Did you see, bloody, real quick, fucking, not even related to games, but did you see that post? I think I might have sent it to you, where someone did the math, and listening to Thriller now is like listening to a song from 1939 when Thriller came out. Like... Fuck off. What is this time dilation bullshit? I'm not...
What the hell?
Yeah,
away from me.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Welcome back to E3. Yeah. I heard someone say that. Seems pretty fitting.
Let's go.
To be honest, Buddy didn't even know that shit got canceled.
Yeah. Actually, I realized the Summer Game Fest is on in a few hours. So there'll be a few more things. So there'll be you fucking disconnect, headphone buddy rips out your fucking PC, you fucking falls back, buddy slides on you. Fucking there's the man fucking scenario, buddy. You pretend to fall back, accidentally slip, rips out your monitor, fucking pulls out, you slide back on your chair, knock down your DVD cabinet, it fucking flattens up you. And we're still just in the fucking little webcam thing, just like, hello? Fair enough.
Never record a podcast after 12 a.m.
No. Bloody hell. Yeah, no. But yeah, either way, so by the time we do the next podcast episode, I don't know, so we'll talk about that. But curious to see what else is announced. But yeah. Either way, into the last segment of the episode. So, item of the episode. I have mine ready.
Okay. Oh, it's bloody another VHS. Interesting.
Well, mine's a photo of something that I saw.
It's alright. Fucking last time you did a fucking empty water bottle. I'm sure this one will be better. Alright, what's yours?
So today, after the gym, picked up a parcel, and there was a thing for like a garage sale nearby. I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay.
Checked it out. Nothing crazy, but I saw one thing and I'm like, Bulgari? And also feeling is like I said, been watching a little Batman 66. I'm like, the fucking Batpod? Fucking Bulgari? Like $5.
$5.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Like, the Bat bike. The burst first ride.
No, that goes hard. Bloody hell. Well, mine is semi-related to gaming. I know it doesn't have to be related, but I like to try.
Just Batman games.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, this is related to gaming in the sense where I desperately fucking want this game to happen, please.
Okay.
But we'll bail it. Please make a fucking Souls-like Berserk game. I'm fucking begging, please. Like, that would shit. I don't think they understand how much money they would make and how good that would be.
If that gets announced at this
100%
Game
$10
Fest in a few
million.
hours, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, bloody. I'm not. That's like, yeah, that would do so well. And bloody, there's a few games where it's like that is made for that, and that is one of them. Like if that happens, that's like that could be the perfect Berserk game.
Yeah, I think in that instance you could add a bit more style, like to like the bit of an anime sort of slashy thing going on.
Yeah, well, the PS2 game Millennium Falcon, that was bloody
Millennium Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon arc, in Berserk. That's what it's called.
Surely it's not called that.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. Unless I'm fucking, am I just gaslighting myself?
Beg your pardon. The Han Solo came here.
Yeah, Millennium Falcon arc. Yeah.
Straight up copied it. Fair enough.
Well, now technically it's translated like the fucking 1-to-1 translation is Falcon of the Millennium Empire.
Oh,
it's called Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legit. Yeah. No.
Just chuck the Empire in there. Fuck yeah. It's a Star Wars arc. But no, there's a PS2 game based on that arc, which I'm holding off because I haven't got up to that part in reading it, and I just read it very regularly. But I feel like that could be a very, because that has a lot of what you're talking about, like the slashes and the bloody, dynamic poses and stuff. So,
yeah.
But either way, that was my random item.
Yeah. Sweet. If you made it this far, type in the comments God of Laundry. No.
God of War, lo-fi hip-hop beats to study to. That's what you should drop in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so comment that, but thanks very much for watching. Appreciate you. And yeah, that's all I hope. The GTA 6 is not get delayed.
Fingers crossed.
Start a bloody little chant in the comments with the
Let's give me your
little praying circle. With the manifest in the comments.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyways, with that, see you later. This is La PewDiePie. You should know the LARPers.